Hey guys, Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be taking a look at more evidence that suggests Rockstar was definitely going to be doing something with cops and crooks, the police, and a law enforcement type of update in some way, shape, or form. And again, who knows if we'll see something like this in the future, or if this is an update that will just never see the light of day. But there was a ton of evidence in the Los Santos Summer Special that Rockstar was indeed planning some sort of police or cop-based themed DLC. And again, more evidence today has been found in the files, which even suggest the purchasing and modification of police cars was going to be a thing. How exciting would that have been? It would have finally looked like this website right here, or at least hopefully some particular version of this where we would be able to buy all the cop cars in game and even more like FIB vehicles, noose cars, and hopefully some other emergency type of vehicles too. And we'd be able to purchase them and customize them and do whatever we'd want. So that would have been amazing, and hopefully if Rockstar do end up introducing something like this, that is indeed what it looks like. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about two individuals from the community that we've actually discussed in previous videos, Rolsha2282 and also Video Tech. I'll leave links to both of their sites and channels in the description if you'd like to follow them. They always do a really good job of diving into the files, finding out what is new, and everything that is going on. And so on the GTA forum site, Rolsha2282 posted this. He said, "So I just checked that changed line in the German files. Before the DLC, it was, you can't modify police vehicles." And then in the quote, you can see what it is in German. Sorry about that. And then now it says this, you can't modify stolen police vehicles. And then you can see the updated quote there. So buyable police vehicles were part of cops and crooks. So I know that's a little bit confusing because of the translation to another language. Long story short, before the summer update, the in-game code said you can't modify police vehicles, and afterwards it said you can't modify stolen police vehicles. So why would Rockstar end up making that change if there was no purchasable cop cars in the game? Which I think totally 100% confirms that buying police cars was going to be a big part of the Cops and Crooks DLC. So this is wild, and again, it 100% confirms that we were going to be able to do something with these police cars, because the way it stands right now, you can only attempt to modify a police car if you steal it. Obviously, there's no way to obtain one legitimately. So that is a very interesting change that Rockstar ended up making to the lines of code there. And we even heard from Video Tech on Twitter discussing this, and he even confirmed what Rolsha said, saying another interesting Cops and Crooks finding. He discovered one of the new mentions were changed in the German language file. Before the update, you can't modify police vehicles. Now you can't modify stolen police vehicles. And it seems like this won't be the last of the potential Cops and Crooks info that we'll find, as players were asking them to keep finding more about this stuff. And he said, yeah, we're both digging into the other language files now. It seems little bits are still left over. So who knows what's going to come out over the next couple of days if Rockstar has left more little hints and clues in there for Cops and Crooks and ultimately the idea of buying police vehicles. And there was another user on Twitter as well, WellGamer789, who ended up finding the other variations of it. You guys can see the English version right there. Cop vehicles cannot be modified. And then he also found some other language versions like Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, so on. And even tagging Video Tech and TezFunds2, who said, "Is this a new mention? If otherwise, I'll believe this message pops up in story mode in Grand Theft Auto Online if you're attempting to modify a cop car at Los Santos Customs." And he said, "It seems there are a few different lines of translation about cops and crooks. Apparently some lines changed when they were with the CNC, but they had to change the old one. The main languages had changes, but the other languages still with them changed." Sorry if that's a little bit confusing. So basically, Rockstar had to prepare for this change, and in the files, they sort of just left it behind instead of changing it back, which again, another huge indication that Cops and Crooks and buying these cop cars was totally on the way. Now, the final other bits of new things that indicate something like this is happening. Apparently, the sirens in-game have changed. So this was posted by a user monkeypolice188 on the GTA forum site. Take a listen to this and see if you can notice any of the changes with the sirens.
I sent it online.
So according to him, Rockstar increased the activation delay for the warning phaser siren. So now the phaser tone only activates when holding down the horn button while the sirens are active. And the secondary tone only activates when quickly pressing it while the sirens are active. And the reason that's so interesting is because there was actually new lines of code found in the file suggesting that Rockstar did make changes to the sirens, but that's obviously hard to tell just by looking at code, so that's what the new sirens end up sounding like. And last but not least today, another user, Hey Slick, that's me, posted some single-player footage of apparently new particles that were added in the Los Santos Summer DLC. And these are the particle effects for flashbang and stun grenades, which, as you guys know, don't really exist right now in Grand Theft Auto Online. So you'd figure flashbangs and stun grenades would have been a perfect addition to a Cops and Crooks police-style update. Now, trying to be an optimist with this situation, even if Rockstar decide to not do Cops and Crooks in the future, they could add a lot of these features in another DLC. Maybe it's going to be the one that comes out later this year in Rockstar's biggest ever update featuring heist in an entirely new location. Maybe that'll involve the law enforcement like it usually does, and you know, if completing the heist gives you the chance to buy those vehicles, maybe there will be flashbangs and other things involved like that. So who knows? I guess we'll really just have to wait and see, but it is interesting the sheer amount of Cops and Crooks-esque content that was just completely left over in the Los Santos Summer Special Update. But anyways, that right there is just more evidence suggesting that a Cops and Crooks update was totally supposed to happen here in Grand Theft Auto Online. Again, it'll be very interesting to see if we actually receive this update in the future, if this is one that Rockstar is going to scrap and just say, you know, sorry it didn't happen, we just went in a different direction. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about this potential long-lost update, all the evidence we're finding in the files, and a whole lot more. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.